Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's recipe we are going to be making a lentil spag... Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's recipe we're going to be making our vegan spaghetti bolognese with lentils. Today's recipe we're going to be making our vegan lentil spaghetti bolognese. This is one of our favourite recipes as we are able to just throw in all the leftover fruit. No.
And we can make a fruit spag bol if you want.
This is one of our favourite recipes as we're able to just throw in all the leftover veg that's in the fridge from any other recipes and meals that we may have made during the week, so it's really good. We don't waste any food with it. And it's one of our cheapo recipes. We throw in a bit of pasta instead of spaghetti as it saves us a little bit of money, and you can buy it in bigger packets as well. If you guys are wondering about eating on a budget, click up here and you'll be able to see our £30 challenge where we can do a food shop within a week. If you guys do enjoy making this recipe, then make sure you guys like the video and hit subscribe. And if you haven't already, you can also check out our playlist here as well, and that will take you over to all of our other recipes. Alternatively, you can visit our website and see them all there as well. Enjoy! For people like you.
Before we do anything, we're going to preheat the hob. I don't know if yours is like ours, but ours takes a little while to heat up. So we're going to saute everything on a medium heat. And then once everything's sauteed, we're going to turn it down to a low heat.
No.
So the first step would normally be cooking the pasta, but as we're cooking the sauce in advance, I'm not going to put the pasta on just yet. Because we've got a little bit to wait until we have tea, and I like fresh pasta personally. So the first step we're going to do is, as always, is cut up the onion, saute it in all the spices, then add the lentils and then the other veg, and then the tomatoes, and that's literally it, so it's not hard. So first step, chop the tomato. Well, this is going well, isn't it? The onions are nice and golden and soft and sauteing. We're going to add in the spices now. So we're going to start off with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 heaped tablespoon of tomato puree, pretty much 2 tablespoons, isn't it? 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of dried mixed herbs, just a pinch of black pepper, and this is optional. I just like mine with a tiny bit of spice, not too much because of you, just a bit of chilli. I'm going to saute that for a couple minutes more to let the onions soak in the spices. Now we're going to add in the lentils. I don't actually have many of the brown lentils left because the zero waste shop that I go to were out and I didn't want to buy them in the packet. So I've got about half a cup there. I'm going to make that up with some red split lentils. So there's going to be more than normal of red split lentils. So 1 cup of brown lentils, then 1 cup of red split lentils. So we're going to saute this for a couple minutes more now just to get the lentils to absorb the spices as well. Now, I've made this a couple of ways. I've made it with frozen veg and with fresh veg. This week I'm making it with frozen veg just because that's what we've got in. I didn't want to spend any more money than we had to. So the reason we're using veg this time is because we did a challenge this week. Well, Adam challenged me to feed the 3 of us for under £30 for the week. And this is one of the ways that I cut down on costs and on food waste as well. So you can either use a cup of mushrooms or you can use about 5 fresh mushrooms. what, 2 cups of mushrooms I think. I don't actually like mushrooms, but frozen mushrooms I can deal with somehow. I don't know what's different, but it's different. And then I'm also using, again for the same reason, I'm going to put in some frozen peppers. Again, I think I'm going to put in 2 cups of frozen peppers. Another good thing about using frozen veg is that when you're sauteing them in the spices, you don't actually have to put in any more oil. The water from the frozen veg actually helps everything not stick to the pan, so it's a good way not to use any more oil. Although olive oil is not exactly bad, so it's fine. So leave that to go for a couple of minutes. Another nice option is to use carrots as well, chopped carrots. It just fills it up a little bit more and gives it a bit of a crunch as well. We're not going to do it today because we're going to use the carrots for something else this week, but again, they are a really good option. So the veg is all sauteed now. We're going to add in the sauce, which is just a tin of chopped tomatoes. Now it is up to you, this is our preference because I'm a really bad vegan. I don't like tomatoes either, so what I do just to make myself feel better when I'm doing chopped tomatoes is I put them in the blender just to get rid of all the lumps. I don't know why, it makes me feel better. So I'm just going to blitz them for a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds really. So the chopped tomatoes going in, it's just 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, and then just because we've got so many lentils in there which soak up the moisture, we're going to add 1 cup of water to begin with, 1 cup of boiling water to begin with, and then a stock cube. So he wanted to join in, obviously, he's not very happy, he's teething. So that is actually done now. You may find that you might have to add in a little bit more water because the lentils will absorb so much of the water. So we're going to turn it down to a low heat now, put on a lid, and we're going to let that cook for about 15 minutes until the lentils are cooked. You just will have to keep an eye on it, just make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of the pan or anything. And you might have to add a little bit more water, just keep adding a little bit more in if you see that it's getting really dry. But yeah, that's ready, and just need to cook the pasta later on and serve it up. So just to add a little bit more, I'm just going to put in a couple of handfuls of spinach in with the pasta as it's cooking. Ours is frozen. This was fresh spinach, but I froze it just because we don't get it through a full bag, but I also don't want to buy one of the small bags because that's just too much plastic. So I'm just going to pop this back in the freezer. I'm not going to tell you how much of pasta to cook because we eat far too much pasta, and I know that's really bad, but carbs in this house are our friends, not our enemies. So I think it's meant to be 1 cup of dried pasta per person, which to me just isn't enough, so do however much pasta you want.
Hungry? Hungry? And there you have it, guys. That's our vegan alternative to... Sorry. Get that! And there it is, another fantastic vegan alternative meal by Kelsey. It's our vegan spike ball. Remember what I said at the start of the video. If you go over to our channel, you can see all of our recipes, or alternatively, you can click here to view any more on our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and like this video, and definitely share it with your vegan friends. And don't forget about our £30 weekly shop challenge. Again, you can...
Did I do it or did I not?
Well, you'll find out if you click the link here.
And remember, one small change makes a massive difference.